So how to make money online, or how to like stand out when it comes to online. Making money online is not a guarantee. Making money online is extremely hard and extremely challenging because money isn't about free will. Money is a spiritual thing. So this is why people, yeah, some people are born into wealth, some people born into poverty, and some people born into the middle class. Some people are meant to experience being financially free, and you see people born into that shit. Some people win the lottery. Some people, you see females posting themselves naked and being a slut and a hoe online, and they're making money. With these jobs, some people work harder compared to others, but don't get paid as much compared to others. So money, though, that tells you that money's not free will. Money is based on a spiritual experience. So since we have that blockage, since that's hindering us, the best way, in my opinion, to even at least stand out and to separate yourself from the crowd, when it comes to making money online, is first you have to recognize that a lot of Gen Z, a lot of people, they don't have an identity, and they like to copy off other people because growing up they have no life experience. So since we're dealing with that, is why a lot of people, when you search up certain things on YouTube or online, a lot of people talk about the same subjects within different categories, but there's all this people all they all talk about the same subjects in different categories. Most of them are from Gen Z. So that's why people, they're bored of YouTube. They don't like it. It's not as exciting because a lot of people talk about the same shit. So most of these people, they don't have life experience because they're born into technology, and since they don't have an identity, they like to copy other people, and they like to steal other people's content but use it in their own way without giving other people credit, or they don't realize what they're doing, but they're making videos that to where to where they have no life experience. So what the shit they're saying, it's useless and it has no substance, and that makes people not fuck with their content or get bored of it. Even if they have a lot of subscribers and viewers, it's still not as exciting or legit because most of them talk about the same shit. They like to copy off other people. Now, how to separate yourself is to have real life experiences, to actually put yourself out there, to actually experience life, and actually do the things that you want to talk about when it comes to your content creation. Once you do that, then you can make videos about the subjects you want to talk about based on your experience. You know how, but the thing is, you can't just make a videos about this shit you experience a couple of times or a few times. You have to experience this shit a lot, then you could talk about it. Because the more you experience this shit, the more wisdom and knowledge you experience and gain. That means you could talk about it. Even if the same thing as what Gen Z is talking about, yours is more legit because you actually experience it. You know what the hell you're talking about. Energetically, God or universe is going to reward that, or either that or the audience can feel that energetically, and then that's how you're able to gain more views, more audience, more traction, and then you get rewarded, and then you get more success. So that's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I'm saying? So example, let's say you have one Gen Z person who has no life experience. They talk about how to pick up women and how to date. You have other person, which is you. You talk about the same, you want to talk about the same subject when it comes to women, when it comes to picking up women, dating them, like the other guy, right? But what's gonna help separate experience? What's gonna help separate you and stand out from your side compared to this person is if you gotta actually experience this shit and actually go out there and talk to girls and try to date girls and try to pick them up. You may get rejected 200 times and may get a couple of successes. That's it. But most of your shit is rejection. But yet you actually experienced it. At least you experienced it. At least you actually put yourself out there and you've actually experienced this shit. So, and knowing that, but you also have a couple of successes, and you've been doing this shit for months, even years. So now you gain a lot of wisdom, knowledge, and experience to where you could talk about it. It may be the same thing as what the other guys or the multiple people are talking about, but with you, it's more unique. It's more passionate. It's more like because you actually experienced it, and then energetically your audience can feel that, and they can see that based on your body, based on your movements and stuff like that. So when that happens, they're able to subscribe to you a lot more. They're more into your videos and your content, and like I said, God and universe, energetically, they're gonna reward you because of that. It becomes a money, drawing more audiences in, and you have more valuable content to teach. You know what I'm saying? Even though you guys are talking about the same thing, what separates you from them, from you and them, is because you actually had life experience. You get what I'm saying? So but yeah, and shout out to Chauncey on his YouTube video. He talks about the importance of life experience and how Gen Z, they like life experience because growing up, they had iPads and iPhones and technology on their fingertips. So that means like growing up is like they didn't have the opportunity to even put themselves out there and to hang out with people and to go out. It's because of all the technology. It's because of all the AI. So when that happens, it's like they lack life experience, and then they have a lot of social anxiety, and they lack a lot of social skills. So you know what I'm saying. So shout out to Chauncey, he made a great point. So if you see a lot of people, especially Gen Z, making these content like that, you can use that to your advantage by actually putting yourself out there, experiencing the shit that they're making videos about. Come back and make those same videos and see how you'll stand out. But also, you can use social media to where you don't have to make only YouTube videos. It doesn't have to be about talking. It can be about posting your art, singing, drawing, etc. You can post that through Instagram, through Spotify, through SoundCloud, through YouTube, through what else they got? Snapchat, Twitter. They got so much social media apps, TikTok you can put out there. You know what I'm saying? So don't just settle for one app, because you never know. One app, you might not get as much recognition, but if you put yourself out there in other apps, and you get a lot more recognition. So that's what I'm trying to say. So that's all I got to say, and have a good one. Peace.